What is up, YouTube? It's Tall T, and for today's video, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I mean, we've done this before, but I wanted to talk about the state of 2K and throw some fire gameplay on in the background and just get to it, bro, because we got some things that we got to talk about. 2K's been out for about like 3 weeks. I don't even know if it's been 3 weeks. I think it's been 3 weeks, and I don't know what is happening. This is the first time in a long time where I can say honestly, bro, and I know a lot of y'all in the comments are gonna go crazy, but yeah, I'm genuinely enjoying this game, bro. Like Park, I've been going crazy, just streaks on Park. Rec, we're red plates and we're still winning. Even when I go to random rec, it's fun. When I play Now Online, I'm starting to smash people. My team has been fun. I'm doing a no budget series and we're doing, maybe I'm having fun because I'm doing well in the game, right? And I'm not saying everybody's trash who is struggling, because some people may just not like the game. And again, I get it. But bro, I'm enjoying the game, so I'm genuinely like trying to understand what the issue is. There is some things that I have thought about over the last like 3 weeks, and some things that have been popping up over the last couple of days that I want to talk about, because there are issues. But I want to know how y'all feel about the game, how y'all feel about these issues. But yeah, I'm gonna turn some gameplay on in the background, just like if we're listening to music, vibing. Y'all know the beat's gonna be there, the vibe's gonna be there, and we just gonna talk, bro. Let's get into it. All right, so the first thing I want to address, right? We've talked about it 1,000 times, is shooting. Now, I'm not gonna go into a full rant about shooting. I have a whole different video about that, but I do want to say over the last couple of weeks, my opinion on shooting has changed a little bit, right? Y'all know in the beginning I was like, okay, let's give it time. It is hard, but let's give it time. Let's learn the system. Let's see what happens. Now I can say after 3 weeks, I've figured out shooting decently. Like I'm not shooting 80% like I was, but now I'm shooting closer to 60. Like 60 is not bad. 60 is actually really good, especially when everybody else isn't really shooting 60. If I can shoot better than 90% of the people that play, I get it. Now, that's not me gloating. That's not me bragging, right? I'm saying that to say I've worked on it. I played a lot more in the last 3 weeks than I usually do, because y'all know I make content, but a lot of my time is spent editing videos. But also I got a job, I got side hustles, I got a fiance, I hoop, but I've been grinding. Y'all know I've been trying to post for 30 straight days. I think I'm on like day 22 or 23 right now, whenever this video comes out. So I've had to play way more than I usually do. So it sort of forced me to get better because I'm putting up a lot of reps, right? So I'm gonna say for me, shooting has gotten easier with more practice. That doesn't mean that shooting is better for 2K in general, because the big issue that nobody seems to understand is that the game isn't made for people who play the game all the time, because that's a small percentage. Most people who play 2K, if they have a PS5, if they play on PC, Xbox, whatever, they have other games. You're not gonna spend 8 hours a full 9 to 5 on one game in most cases. And forget that, even if you don't play other games and you just play 2K, a lot of people, casuals, right? And people love to throw that word around, casuals. What does that actually mean? What is there a time, like, is there are there actual requirements for being a casual? But casuals, they don't play 3-4 hours a day. They play 3-4 hours a week, right? And I know some of you guys are probably gonna be like, oh, well, they just need to play more. I shouldn't be punished because they aren't playing, whatever, right? The game isn't made for you. The game is made for the casuals. The casuals are the ones who buy most of the copies. So the game is made for them, so they have to find a way to make the game easier for them, right? And with shooting, I think I figured out a solution, sort of. Like if you're bad at shooting, I honestly think that they need to remove different shot timings for the same jump shot. So catches shouldn't change my jump shot, right? Step back, bad passes, side steps, stamina shouldn't change my jump shot. I know what 2K is trying to do, and they're trying to make it really realistic, because based on how I move, based on what move I do, if I lose the ball, if the catch was a little bit too high, if it's not in my shooting pocket, I'm gonna shoot different in real life, right? The problem is 2K, you got a lot of unrealistic things in your game. Don't focus on my shot timing being realistic, because that throws a lot of people off, because people want to shoot. And me too, I'm gonna say me too. If I catch the ball, I want to be able to time it, because it's muscle memory. I've shot my jumper hundreds of thousands of times. Well, not that much, but I've shot my jumper a lot. Let me hold it for my 2 seconds, my 1, 2, when it gets to a certain point, and let it go, because it's muscle memory. If I have to learn all these different jump shot timings and I barely play, I'm speaking like I'm a casual, it's gonna be difficult for me to learn these jump shots. I can sort of give you an example, like a Now Online player, right? I play Now Online and I use every team. When you switch between these different jump shots and I don't go into practice or nothing before I play, I just play, it's difficult at first because you don't know what to expect. So imagine using hundreds of different players, right? Shooting jump shots with hundreds of different players. Then throw in pull-ups are different, side steps are different, spin jumpers are different, right? Then throw in the different catches, the different passes, the different stamina. Like, that's a lot of different factors. We don't need that. So if you want to appeal to the casual, just make it simple. And then there's the green window thing that's going on. I don't really know too much about that. I just know it's different every shot, supposedly. Fix that. But the one thing I do want to add, right, I want to play devil's advocate a little bit, is if they make shooting easier, how easy do you want it to be? Because I'm gonna be honest, me right now, I'm shooting at this moment about 60, right? That's the lowest I've shot in years. Do you really want to play against me if I'm shooting 80%, 85%? If I'm open, I'm gonna make the shot? Because then that makes the game much harder for people who, again, casuals. Say you made a point guard and he has a 94-3, an 89-3, a 99-3, maybe you did that. And you spent all these attribute points and now you have weaknesses in certain areas, and you did it so you can shoot, right? You did it so you can have all the legend badges because you need all the boosts you can get to hit shots. And you play against somebody who has a 60 because it used to be like this. In 2K20, I had a 63 pointer on a small forward. I hit everything just because I knew the jump shot. Do you really want it to be that way? And now he only has a 63, you have a 93. He's making the same amount of shots as you with less badges, but he has more points to put everywhere else. So he has a crazy, cheesy player. Think about that. The next thing I want to talk about is skill-based matchmaking. Now, I just found out probably like 2 days ago that 2K has skill-based matchmaking. I play Call of Duty, right? I hate skill-based matchmaking in COD because it's just too sweaty. I'm also not as good as COD as I am in 2K. But in COD, like, if you have a good 5 games, their skill-based matchmaking system is also really trash. It's based on like the last 5 games. So if I play really good in 5 games, right, my KD is a 2 or 1.5, whatever, right? If I'm dropping 30 and 7, 23 and 8, basically my ratios, right? I'm getting a lot more kills than I'm dying. My next 5 games are gonna be against people who probably do that all the time, and I'm gonna drop right back down. Then my next 5 games are gonna be up because they think I'm trash, so I'm gonna do better because they're gonna put me against trash people. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. And I don't think you need skill-based matchmaking outside of a ranked game mode. I think skill-based matchmaking should only exist in ranked game modes because that is for people who really want to get to it. In 2K, supposedly there's skill-based matchmaking. Now, I was playing random rec and I did get matched up with really, really good teammates who are also gold and red plates. That's the first time that's ever happened. So on one end, I could say you do get teammates who are really good, which is fun, bro, because it was easy. Like, we were actually playing basketball. Usually you go into random rec and you're crying, you're screaming, people are arguing, it's crazy. But it was good basketball. But at the same time, do you want to play against that every single game? You know what I mean? Do you want to play against sweats? Me personally, I don't mind. We just played yesterday. I'm a hoop regardless, right? Because a lot of people who are also gold and red aren't really gold and red. You can win a lot of games in 2K just by playing with the full 5, playing zone, and winning most of your games. If you win most of your games, you're going to be red, right? If you win 80% of your games. And you can also be the one that's getting carried. You can have the point guard doing all the work. You can have the center doing all the work. You can have a lockdown who's whatever, right? And you could just be in the corner and you'll get carried to red just because you've won 80% of your games. So that doesn't always mean the person's good. But you may run into sweats every single time you play, and that's not really like, I can see how that could be annoying. I can see. So I honestly, like, until we get more information on how the skill-based matchmaking actually works in 2K, I don't really have much to say. I will say, I think they should only have it on Proving Grounds and Pro-Am, right? Rec is supposed to be more of a casual mode, but y'all know tryhards. I don't like when people say that because tryhards exist everywhere. I went to the park. I was not playing on it, but I seen a no squad. They were on a 37 game win streak on no squads. It was a full 3. There's so many workarounds. People just want to win. And that actually lets me jump into my next point, which is, why do we play the game, right? Because when we talk about skill-based matchmaking, a lot of people have issues with that. They're really good people because they're always going to play really good people also. Well, for the most part. So they're sweats, right? They don't want to play against sweats because they want to beat up on the people who suck. That's really what it is. They want to get an easy game sometimes, and I get it. That's me. If I play 5 super sweaty games in a row, I might just want to chill and be like, okay, let me just play. Like, I might just want to hop on and play real quick. But for the most part, I like sweaty games because it's content and it's also fun. You get to hoop. I hate winning by 30 every single game because that's not, people start playing stupid. It's not fun. Like, but for those who like to beat up on the people who suck, that brings up a question. Why do you play the game? Why do we play the game? And I want y'all to answer this in the comments. What do you play the game for? Do you play to win, or you play to enjoy it, to have fun on the game? And the last thing I want to talk about, and low-key these all connect, I want to talk about content creators. So with me posting for 22 straight days, right? Really trying to get active, seeing what thumbnails work, what titles work, what doesn't work. I've noticed y'all like that negativity. Y'all like the toxicness. And that's cool, because when I click on the video, if somebody puts in toxic trash talker, try to cheese me, but I smashed them, versus I'm using the Timberwolves on NBA 2K, or I'm playing Park on NBA 2K, having fun with my friends, I'm probably gonna pick trash talking, cheese, whatever, right? Because it seems like there's a lot more going on. So I get that. That's with everything. We like that, right? We need something that's gonna draw our eyes to something. So a title, a thumbnail, I get it. But what I've seen, bro, a lot of the YouTubers who I actually like to watch, or I used to, honestly, at this point, I really don't like watching too many 2K YouTubers. I've named some in past videos that I watch here and there, but a lot of y'all, bro, make the same video every day. And it's not like gameplay where you're playing every single day and you're posting you playing every day. I'm talking about you talk about the game and you say the same things every single day. Now I get it, get your money, I got a job, so I get it, right? I think content creators are low-key killing the game already, because the only thing they have to say in most cases is shooting sucks, they need to fix shooting, the game is broken, paint defense is horrible, NBA 2K is dead, the game is gonna be ruined if 2K doesn't fix this, this is gonna happen. It's nothing but negative, bro. Just play the game. Like, what happened when people, I was watching Chris Move, right? I don't even know if y'all know Chris Move. You should, because he's like the 2K godfather. He was talking about the same issues a lot of other people were talking about, but one, there was gameplay on in the background, and two, he was talking about it like unbiased. He was talking about the issues, but he wasn't just saying it sucks, it sucks, it sucks, it sucks as he was playing the game. He was really talking about the issues and what's wrong and what needs to be fixed and things like that. These other YouTubers, bro, they sit in front of the camera, they title their videos, NBA 2K has me worried, NBA 2K is making a big mistake, what is 2K doing? Like, and they'll post that same video every day, 7 days out the week. And I just don't get it. Like, I really don't. Like, one, you're only gonna get a certain amount of views off of that content anyway, because when you post content that is hurting 2K's image, that's hurting what your supporters, what your subscribers think about the game, that means that you're basically sort of depleting the player count. But say I have 100,000 subscribers and I'm getting 30, 40, 50,000 views a video, right? If you guys really rock with me for real and value my opinion, and I'm just spending the whole video talking about how trash interior defense is, how the game sucks, how we should go back to 2K24, that starts to rub on people a little bit, right? And they're gonna be like, damn, he's right, this does suck, we should switch to this. And that's what these guys are doing. So when you do that, you're basically taking viewers from yourself. Instead of the game is amazing, or we need to work on this, or like having fun playing the game, showing that it's possible to actually have fun playing the game. If I never bought 2K, if I've never played 2K before and I'm thinking of playing 2K for the first time, and I go on YouTube to see what people are talking about, I'm not gonna buy the game, I'm never gonna touch the game, because it looks like it's a horrible experience. Now, if you're really having a bad experience, talk about it. But bro, you posting the same videos every single day, and I'm not talking about anybody specific, but I'm talking about a lot of people specifically. Bro, if you really hate the game, find something else, because even then, that's not a sustainable career. Like, if the game is as bad as you say it is, in a couple of years, it's gonna be dead. Your YouTube channel is gonna be dead. Your Twitch is gonna be dead. Find a different game to play now. Try to mix that in, because you're screwed. But yeah, man, it's just the negativity. Like, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of things wrong with the game. Shooting for the bigger player base, right? The casuals, needs to be fixed. Shooting needs to be made slightly easier so that people can enjoy the game and still play the game. I believe that. I may like it, but I'm not the bigger player base they're trying to connect with. Play the game if you like the game. If you don't like it, stop playing it. If you want to get better at the game, get better at the game. It's just like, it's a game. I think we forget that it's a game. With that being said though, I just want to touch on some topics. That's all I got for y'all today. I do have my Discord, so if you do want to play with me, like I've been saying, I've been enjoying the game, y'all. I'm telling y'all, me and my boys, we've been having a good time. We do have a Discord linked below. In that Discord, we're trying to create a community. We're trying to make it big enough to where you can go in and you can find park games, you can find rec games, you can find teammates, you can play against me, you can play with me, and just like a good vibe, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's all I got for y'all, man. If you ended up enjoying this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. If you're already subscribed, I love you. This is Tall T and I'm out.